In this video, I'm going to go over why I feel the new Canon 16mm RF 2.8 is too good to be true. So, one of the main reasons I switched to the EOS R mirrorless system was for the camera body size. I love the idea of having a compact full-frame body for travel and all-around portability. But after I switched to the RF system, I realized that the only problem is that the lenses are relatively humongous. And personally, I do not like big lenses. So for me, the 16mm lens is kind of a big deal. So let's talk about the pros and cons of the upcoming 16mm Canon Prime 2.8 lens for the RF system and why I am personally so stoked about this lens. Okay, so here are 6 pros of the new Canon 16mm f2.8 lens. Pro number 1, it's incredibly affordable, coming in at $300. You really can't beat the price. Considering your other ultralight wide-angle RF mount prime options are at the lowest price point, the Samyang 14 f2.8, which costs $699 US, which is $400 more, or the Laoway 15mm f2 manual focus zero distortion lens, which actually seems like a cool lens, but that comes in at $849, making the Canon 16mm RF a total steal for the price. Pro number 2, the size of this lens is small. It is the same size as a 50mm 1.8. This looks like a perfect lens for travel and general portability and will be a lens I feel everybody will bring on them everywhere. Okay, pro number 3. At 2.8, the lens is actually relatively fast for $300, allowing you to use this for general purpose photography in low light situations like blogging, travel, and video production, or just street photography. Pro number 4, according to the Canon website, this lens has macro capabilities. As far as if you will actually use 16mm for macro is up to you, but it still has it, and that's a pro. Pro number 5 for me is the ability to use ND filters. That's also a plus. Some ultra wide angle lenses have rounded protruding front elements such as the Rokinon and the old Canon 14mm prime, which will not allow you to use ND filters. But this lens front element is leveled and flat, allowing you to easily attach ND filters. So you could get bokeh in bright lighting or do long exposures during the day. And if you're a landscape photographer, this is going to be great for you. Okay, pro number 6. This lens has an STM motor, which will make it quiet, smooth, with fast focusing. This will be great for bloggers and video documentary shooters. Okay, so let's get into a few of the downsides of this lens. Downside number 1 is that it's not weather sealed, but to be honest, what are you going to expect from a non-L lens that costs $300? There is no image stabilization, but at 16mm, you might not really need it, but it's not there. So that's obviously a downside, not a big deal. And the third downside is I couldn't actually think of one. The lens is pretty much perfect for the price as of now, but once we get the lens in hand, we could test the vignetting and all the other stuff and find out how the lens performs in hand. So in conclusion, I see many different styles of photographers and videographers purchasing this lens with its low price point, compact size, low light performance, ultra wide angle STM focusing. This lens is definitely for everyone. Vlogging, filmmaking, especially if you fly this thing on a gimbal, landscape, real estate, architecture, weddings, events, you get the point. It's for everyone. I could see everyone putting this in their camera bag. So I just pre-ordered this lens and can't wait to take this to the streets and do a hand-on review. Let me know what you think about the 16mm RF, and if you had this lens, what would you use it for? Put that in the comment section below. Well, okay, ladies and gents, this was a quick video. Go ahead and join the Photo Collab family by pressing the subscribe button, and also feel free to join our Instagram account where we will be organizing meetup groups. I'll have a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I am out of here.